But the thing is, we can't do this with just a few people. We need more people to unite with us. We need people to start saying no. And at the end of the day, what is shopping going to do here? Well, there's no money anymore. What's shopping going to do here? What are you going to do with your grandpa for your birthday and this, that, and the other? When international trade breaks down, when we can't go to the EU and other countries to get our food or the usual supplies and our cosmetics that we use to when that breaks down, what are we going to do? We're going to be stuck with what's in this country, which is what has been ignored for the last God knows how long. We have enough in this country to support ourselves if we actually only looked at it and realised it. We have an amazing country with amazing people, with some of the most intelligent, witty minds in the world. But those minds are leaving, and the ones that can't afford to leave are dying. And we need to stand up for those people. We need to give people some kind of a hope and a voice. That if this whole country, if every single city and every single village gets out every single week at the same time saying no to a government, that they're going to have to take notice, but we have to keep doing it.
Mom, look.
What do the voters want? What have we been asked that we want? Ever. There's an online treaty proposing for a referendum on the austerity treaty, because at the end of the day we will have to default on these loans, people. We cannot afford to pay them, simple as. And we need to push for that to stop now and wait another few years until the country is even more crippled. The country's not paying back my college debt. It's not paying back these people's college debt. It's not paying back anybody in this city's mortgages if they default on it. It's not paying back taxi drivers' cars when they're in a crash and they can't get a loan to buy a new car to support themselves. It's not paying for self-employed people if they get sick or their businesses go bust after just trying to make a life for themselves. Who is this country actually supporting? It's supporting the politicians, and that's about it. It's supporting the EU, the IMF and the ECB. They don't want to elect into. Shake hands with Sarkozy. I'd like to see Enda Kenny come down here and shake hands with us. But we won't see that in the next elections, will we? And the thing is, even though it's a fabulous day for shopping and walking around the city, it's an amazing day. But we need to keep our country accustomed to this kind of weather, to this kind of happiness. It's the doom and doom that will happen in the next few years when the welfare is cut. It will happen. They're paying 26 billion a year on welfare now, and they can't afford to do it. The only reason welfare wasn't cut in the last budget is because they knew people would come out. So they did it in another sneaky way. But it will be cut. If welfare is cut in half, how will people physically live? Because there are no jobs. In Limerick City alone, in a city of approximately 92,000 people, there are 26,000 unemployed. That's scandalous. And people saying get a job, go out to their jobs, they don't know there aren't. I myself was 2 years looking for a job, having spent 8 years in college. And even at that, I'm working for 2 companies unpaid. But that's the best I can get, in the hope that after that I might get a paying job. And people are facing this the country over. People with years of experience, years in college that are now working for nothing. Am I? And that's the reaction you'll get from a lot of people, that we are talking out our arse. But you know what, I'd like some proof that it is actually going to change. Because frankly, all we're getting from politicians is lies, fake promises, with fake poker faces. Enda Kenny said that there's going to be 27,000 new jobs by 2015. Now, let alone the cuts that are going to be introduced before 2015, that will balance itself out. And I'd like to know what the plans are for all these alleged changes that are going to happen in this country. For bringing the jobs in, for bringing the industry back. Why would they? It's gone. They screwed it up. We will never be in the situation we were in again, and they advertise getting your credit card loan. They advertise buy your house, buy your car, buy this, buy that, and the economy will be booming. And we thought it was for a good couple of years, but it was fake. And the debt that I'm talking about now that isn't our debt, that's not even looking at the personal debt in this country. That is also very real. And who's going to pay that back? That hasn't come to a head just yet, but again in the next 2 or 3 years when it does, how are people going to pay things back? thinking about this properly, because that's the truth of it. And now is the time for the real stuff, for the truth, enough of the